spot. I'd be looking forward to the downside.
New highs oil for the regular trading hour session there. Back at settlement, $95.73.
VIX is popping,
Iran,
Jack.
it is. Iran denying firing any missiles towards Turkey. Starting to pick up here. You don't
Well, it
need
might be. It's
headlines
not
for the market to
highlighted.
move, but they could move them. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jack.
not highlighted in red, but I see the one. U.S. Secretary, or sorry, Pentagon sends Marine Expeditionary Unit to the Middle East. U.S. Secretary of War Hegseth approved a request from U.S. Central Command. That's from the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, selling pressure keeps coming in. Sell these bounces. We didn't really get much for the bounces there around
No, we
settlement.
didn't.
We just kind of melted through it.
Be nice to each other, chat. Be nice to each other. Just take the trades. Everyone's been on the losing side of a trade before. Oil trying to figure out what to do at settlement. There's some size above, starting at $96, 130 on the offer, another 100 at 96.11s, and another 102 at 96.25s. Let's see if those get filled. Top of the hour coming up in a minute here.
It's amazing how casual it used to be if you were up 50 points in the ES and erased it and more. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
God,
Are we
oh
just
my goodness. Wind is
happened, Jack?
so strong in Chicago right now. That's why JD's internet got knocked out. I was afraid my It is nuts. I just heard something tip over on my Porsche.
There goes your grill.
That would be if the grill's mounted to the side of the house, right? If that goes, the room I'm in's going
We
too.
got bigger problems. Yeah, you got bigger problems.
and then my passing would just be a meme of like, guy gets blown away on live YouTube. And he makes shitty ES trades. Little bounce here.
That was not a shitty trade yesterday. Micro Bitcoin completely turned around there. 72,570s last trade.
NASDAQ, new session lows.
There it is. Low of the day there in the NASDAQ, overnight low, 24,397. We did see some aggressive selling last night. I tried to get short the NASDAQ last night and just did it a little too early. But that 400 level is the first support when it comes to pivots. Did find some buying down there earlier or late last night, I guess you'd say, early this morning, while Dakota was doing his cold plunge.
Yeah. Crude keeps on pushing.
Here we go. Session lows. Sellers keep coming in. Equity, man. Meta down, back down towards 3%. Broadcom down 2.6. The rest are just continuing to sell off.
More selling coming in here, Jack. I want to ask you something about
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw these headlines about private equity liquidity issues. Yesterday, Coach Paul was talking about it.
Oh,
it was sometime yesterday. Yeah, new lows. We don't got to talk about it now. We're seeing these markets move around, but
no,
that's
we will. New
highs.
It's interesting, but we're selling off.
Yeah.
350 points and going.
Confirmed downside auction there, Hogue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't time right.
Do you see levels to the downside here, Hogue? Is there a potential continuation trade here? Oh, yesterday you were looking at some selling below the IB.
Yeah. 66.26. There's a short time frame level down there, and 66.25 is the weekly kickoff low.
625. You're seeing some more selling coming in here as oil continues to rally above settlement price now, $95.76 now. Oh, there we go. That's the reason the market moves. Black Thor Car Meat says the reason we are selling off is because I placed a huge order. I moved the market as well. There you have it for our friend Paul in
There
the
we
chat.
have it.
We don't need
Nice.
a headline. Black Thor
Awesome.
Car Meats moves, slams the hammer on the market, gets us selling off there. There we go. Send me a text
Next time, give us a heads up first.
Right, Hogue? Come on.
No.
It gives us truth.
More lows here, new lows of the regular trading hour session here in the NASDAQ, continuing to sell off 24,468. Who's taking advantage of this trade right now? Trade before you type. And if you're about to take a screenshot, maybe reconsider. 50-50 in the equities on the tilt.
Yeah, I know that feeling. What a move. I would have just held on to that short, what, top from bottom. Trader with the puts are printing 350 points.
Yeah, they are. Those zero DTs are always interesting, right? Because it's like, all right, I'm up 400%. Do I take profits here or can this go 4,000%, right?
Ew.
Especially if you're naked one side, right? It's just like, all right, let's just keep going, keep selling.
Yeah. Insight 2020. Always.
Dan
Always.
Emmons is trading in the chat. Shout out to Dan. Good to see you. Roll him, Dolby. Double down.
Ooh. Whatever you don't,
Much
don't
oil
let
here.
Jawan touch the dice. Don't let him touch those dice, man. Hopefully he's
Oil just took
watching. If
out
you're watching, man.
Oil just took out 100 lot at 96s. Got another 101 at 96.11s. New high of the regular trading hour session here. Continuing to push. Hogue, I heard you say that's why you didn't trust that failed upside auction. It is hard to be short oil. Hard to be short. Tilt's been long all day. 73% long now. Average price 95.53. So about 50 ticks in the money here.
I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. Like I have to do something, and that's never a good sign.
Huh.
Yeah.
If you
it's
had
Friday.
Yeah, go
I was
ahead.
say it's Friday the 13th, and I just heard like a trash can in my alley tip over. I mean, like, yeah, it's spooky enough. I'm feeling you there, Hogue. Zeri.
Dakota, if there's a level for a long, where would it be? It'd be right where the buyers step in. We could find out where that
That's
is.
good.
Well, where would that be? I don't know.
Well,
What I like to do is I zoom out, and yeah, of course, the overnight lows is a area that showed support. If we break those overnight lows, there is a nice level down here around 24,320s. Now remember, it's a zone, and this zone could be plus or minus points. So I don't know. We'll see how this market is. That's a very ugly candle on this hourly chart. I mean,
it is.
yeah, that's all I have is maybe these 320s if these overnight lows can't hold. Not financial advice, though.
Still looking heavy here. 24,489, 490s last trade in the NASDAQ. Oil 96.05s coming up on these 100 lots here, 96.11 and 96.14s. I've not had an issue trading through some of these orders here. Let's see if we get some hesitation. We are an hour and a half into fast markets. This has been a pretty fast markets in Dakota, going 4 for 4 to end the Friday, batting 1,000. We're going to let you get out of here and enjoy your Friday. You had an early start, but really nice trading. Sir, anything you want to say before you head out of here?
No, get it. Capital Preservation Friday. If you're up for the day, consider locking out. You don't want to end the day and like give back your profits. It's always a really crappy feeling going into the weekend losing money.
Absolutely. So if you're up, lock it out. If you're down and it's measured, you did your job. Sometimes your job as a trader is not to make money, it's to manage risk. We saw Coach Dakota do that and make some money today. So nice trading, Dakota. We'll see you back on Sunday for slow markets. We're going to let you get out of here. We're going to bring in Dr. Volatility, Mr. James Harden, for some announcements and see if we can get these markets to continue to move. What are we at, James? I think the
The
wind got
community,
James.
everybody. Good
There you go.
morning. Happy Friday. Like Dakota said, if you guys are up in the markets, lock it up and do not end the week on a red day. But also stay tuned to Tops of TV because we're here bell to bell still. So tons of trader entertainment coming your way. And part of trader entertainment includes the Discord. That's right, the Top Step Discord. If you haven't heard about it, it's the largest trading community out there. Now, in the Top Step Discord, you can find just about anything you're looking to talk about with like minded traders. Do you trade the energies? Do you trade metals? Do you trade the equities? No matter what you trade, you can probably find a Discord channel where you can talk all about the products you trade, how you trade them, the time of day, and anything you want in the Top Step Discord. We got channels for dedicated languages. We even have a channel for Top Step TV. So if you're not a part of the Top Step Discord today, you're really missing out. So go ahead and click on the link that's going to be dropped in chat soon and become a member of our Discord today. You know, Dolby kicked this thing off a couple years ago, and it is now growing out of control. So join the weed that is the Discord and join the community of traders. Then later today, it's group coaching time. Group coaching, the point in the show where we take your questions and answer them live right here on TV. Now today, group coaching is hosted by Hogue, Deanna, and Hoop. So a wonderful lineup for any trading or psychology questions you may have. Now, Deanna is the host of Metal Markets. If you're a fan of that show and you have a question specifically for Deanna, well, the only way to get it to her is to click on the link that is going to be pinned to the top of chat soon. Submit your question, and then be sure to be back in your seats for group coaching at 12 p.m. Central Time. You never know what you might learn, and if you've never attended a group coaching session, it's Friday. Kick back, relax, hang with us on group coaching, and ask questions and be a part of the conversation. Now, before we go back to the charts and get into the markets with Mandy, the U.S. economy has grown less than 1% in the fourth quarter, and here is a quick news break to catch you up to speed.
Oh, hello.
New data shows U.S. economic growth was weaker than previously reported at the end of last year. Friday, the Commerce Department said gross domestic product grew at an annual rate of just 0.7% in the fourth quarter. That's down from the initial estimate of 1.4% and far slower than the 4.4% growth recorded in the third quarter. Economists say the slowdown was driven in part by the historic government shutdown and weaker consumer spending.
Thank you for that, James, and welcome to the show, Mandy. Good to see you. Got the markets moving around right
Good
now, 24
morning.
530s. How's it going, Mandy? How are we doing today?
Haven't gotten on and traded yet. So this will be fun. See if I can have some fresh eyes coming into this last part of fast markets. Last night was a little rough for me. I had a 4-year-old in my bed kicking my back for about 3 or 4 hours. So
Oh, man.
yeah, I haven't traded yet because I probably wasn't thinking clearly earlier today. But got some caffeine in me. I'm ready to go, fired up. And yeah, we are selling off, but let's see if we can get any bounce and back to the 700s, or do we make the lows of last night?
Let's see here. Low of the night, low of the day in the NASDAQ 24,397 is that price, currently trading 24,520s. The S&P just got a rejection off of settlement there. 66.7750 is that price. Seeing a little bit more selling coming in here in gold after a little bit of a pop, 50.6460, and crude oil hanging out above settlement price here, right under these $96, $95.94. No trade so far, Mandy, coming into the session. Definitely enough volatility. I'm sure you looked at the markets. We had a rally to start the morning,
Yes.
and then a pretty aggressive, 300-point sell-off in the NASDAQ. See if we can scalp up some opportunities here.
Definitely.
58%
curious.
long tilt in the S&P, 58% in the Nasdaq. Yeah, go ahead, Mandy.
Very curious if we can hold these like 55, 60s. If we do, I would love to find a way to get short. A 3-minute candle close above would have me looking for a possible retracement into probably mid 600s. Right now I'm looking at a 14 period moving average and I believe settlement. So right here, right now, you could wick above it,
That is
but
settlement price.
I'd love to see a candle below those, and that would kind of tell me that sellers might be ready to step back in and push this thing down with that line, that moving average line. So we'll watch here, see if there's any good setups.
We'll see there's a rejection at settlement, those 560s in the Nasdaq, the S&P holding above it right now. Gold rallying here, 50.75s. Made a low of the day, 50.39.30 there, back at 50.75 here. Hogue, the base of the late spike in the S&P, what was that price?
66.84.5.
84.5. Got you.
Yeah.
We saw a big order there. We're kind of rejecting right around that big order. It was about 1,000 contracts that traded from 85 half down to 82 half, and right in that range. So that price means something to someone, Hogue.
Yeah, Nasdaq is basically back at the base of the late spike, which was 24,561.
Yeah.
Right there. Andy just mentioned that level as well. We'll see what happens
Yep.
here.
Yeah. And we can wick. Market doesn't follow things to exactness more often than not. And so that's where I just need to know that it's confirmed, right? I like for a candle close specifically in my trading, whether that's a 3-minute, 5-minute, or my trigger is a 1 minute for entering a trade. I'm usually looking for some sort of confirmation. Some people work with wicks. Personally, for myself, I do like a candle close. I feel like then, that lets us know a little bit more information.
Waiting for a candle close on what time frame, Mandy?
I'm looking right now at 3.
3 minutes. Got you.
Here in about 5 more seconds. You can see we're wicking above it, right at it. So right where we close at settlement, this isn't a trigger for me to get long because we could come right below it. Usually I also sometimes wait for the next candle. If we start getting momentum upward, then I might consider going long. But right now, looking for shorts just because that is such a trend for the last hour or so, and it was quite the move. And I would love to see overnight lows taken out, but I would need a 1-minute close below 544s probably to give me that trigger to go short. So might take a minute. My question now is like, how do I get long, right? We've talked about the settlement line here. We're holding above now my 14 period moving average. So I'm not convinced yet that that buyers want to step in here. So again, waiting for that confirmation. Where exactly? TBD.
It'll show when the market decides. The market will
Yeah.
decide. The market will let us know. Seeing a little bit of selling back under settlement here in crude oil. Trying to decide what to do there. $95.69. The S&P and the Nasdaq doing very similar things. Jack, any update on the options, or are they still kind of around the same price?
No, they're still like below those most recent lows in that like 10 points right there down to 66.55 or so. There's looks like there
Okay.
could be some support. It is kind of close. Like if we get there though, let's see what we got. We got